I wish that I could join you in Hong Kong, one of my favorite cities. Although I cannot be with you in Hong Kong, I'm pleased to share some thoughts by video. Tomorrow, ICAO will start its high-level meeting on international aviation and climate change. Our approach to reducing carbon emission will play a key role in determining the future shape of our industry. At our 2007 Vancouver AGM, I announced a vision to achieve carbon neutral growth on the way to a carbon-free future. We backed it up with a four-pillar strategy based on technology, infrastructure, operations, and positive economic measures. IATA's focus on reducing emissions delivered over 68 million tons of CO2 savings by sharing best practices, shortening hundreds of routes, and flying more efficiently. This year, we expect aviation carbon emission to fall by 7%, 5% from the recession, and 2% as a direct result of our strategy. The potential for future reduction is tremendous. Sustainable biofuels made from camelina, jatropha, and algae could cut our carbon footprint by up to 80%. 3 years ago, biofuel were a dream. Today, they are reality, tested in flight by 4 airlines. Government still need to develop the fiscal and legal framework to support commercial production and distribution. And oil companies must make serious investments. To move forward even faster, at a Kuala Lumpur AGM in June, we added 3 challenging targets to our vision. We will improve fuel efficiency 1.5% on average per year through 2020. We will stabilize emissions with carbon neutral growth from 2020. And by 2050, we will cut our net emissions in half compared to 2005. The IATA board took this bold decision unanimously. IATA worked with our partners, airports, air navigation service providers, and manufacturers to make these targets a common industry position. This industry-wide commitment was then formalized in an industry working paper for this week's ICAO's high-level meeting. No other global industry is as united, ambitious, or determined. Now we must mobilize to bring governments on board. I have asked all the airline CEOs to make sure that our industry position is known at the highest level of government. I will also be carrying the flag. Tomorrow, I will represent the industry, 29 million jobs and $3.5 trillion in economic activities at ICAO. Our message to government will be simple. We need a global sectorial approach. They should make our targets a part of their solution. And I will offer the IATA tools and expertise that successfully rolled out e-ticketing to every corner of the planet to ensure effective implementation. I will take this same message to the UN Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon, next Monday in New York. And later this month, I will be in Delhi with Nobel Prize winner Dr. Pachauri, chairman of the IPCC, to again demonstrate our proactive approach. To meet our targets, government must now act. Not with the layers of taxes, like the UK air passenger duty, that pays for bank bailouts, but does nothing to reduce emissions. Or with the proposal to place the burden of an adaptation tax for developing nations only on the airlines. The problem is emissions. Government must focus on solutions that focus on reductions. That means sharing industry's vision for an even more efficient air transport sector and backing it up with investments in better infrastructure, especially ATM projects, including the US Next Gen, which last month I strongly encouraged President Obama's administration to make a White House priority. Government must take advantage of our united sector and our unique ability to mobilize and deliver global results. That is why we are asking for the December Copenhagen Climate Conference to adopt a global sectorial approach for aviation. This means delivering emission reductions by accounting for emissions at a global level and as an industrial sector, not within national targets. Ensuring that airlines pay for their climate costs only once, with global standards and with a level playing field. ICAO, with the help of IATA, will monitor progress. This will be the most effective and responsible way for aviation to secure its future and meet its environmental commitments. And it will be a role model for industry cooperation with the United Nations in driving important change. I hope that greener skies will send this message loud and clear for all to hear. I wish you a productive conference, and I hope to join you next year in Hong Kong.